In today's video, I'm going to look at a sector that has went bullish, which defies all logic because we are in a bear market / recession, but that just shows you that this market is doing things that no one can predict, other than the charts, of course. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Hold Sell. I hope, of course, you're all well. Today's video is our look ahead to the week ahead. Last week was a quick enough week. We only had 3.5 trading days due to Thanksgiving. I hope all my American subscribers or anybody that celebrates Thanksgiving had a wonderful time. We can see equity markets index pretty much finished kind of flat in the week. Not much happening. NASDAQ 0.7 on the week, Dow 1.7, S&P 1.5. We have some great winners in this week. In the Discord I put in, I'm a United fan, so when I heard that the Glaziers, the owners, were finally, hopefully, going to move on from their riddled debt that they have burdened Man United with for the best part of 20 years. We can see I put this alert into the Discord. As soon as that news broke, I jumped onto it. And I found myself, believe it or not, 50% up on a trade. My only regret was I didn't put the house on it. Just wasn't so sure how high it would go. They're sort of saying that the United's worth sort of around 5.27 billion. So based on the market cap, you could do a bit of sum. So I was fairly sure it was going to jump, but I was using this as my level and I tapped out at this level, but it has continued to rally on. But that has been a great winner. This week, we also had a D-Pro. I put in D-Pro. It's a stock that I'm actually holding. It's a defense stock, it's to do with drones. So it made sense to me to be holding this. It went bullish, literally. We can see here up 71%. From the highs to the current situation, but at one period it was up 100% on the month. Phenomenal gains on D-Pro, actually absolutely brilliant. So those are the types of things you'll get into the Discord. Discord links down there below. Welcome to all the new Discord members. Welcome on board, sharing some good deals. I shared a deal with a guy, just a money saving tip. The guy's ended up saving hundreds of pounds just from a subscription. I'll not get into what it was, but he's already paid off his membership already with new members joining every single day. You can be one of them. We don't just talk about stocks, we talk about money saving tips, we talk about all the situation going on with the world right now, what it means for your money, what it means for your savings. It's more than just here's a stock, it's going to go to the moon. We're trying to create a development, we're trying to almost set a mindset. So get in, get involved, but better yet, get into trading. Learn this game, learn how to make money here, because look at this. You could be buying on this buy symbol. This is where you would be buying, and I can tell you from the trading course, you would know where to sell. You would have sold here. You would have picked up 82% in the matter of a few days. It's as simple as that. And you buy on the way up, you sell on the way down. Teach it all, guys. Swing trading, it is so simple once you've got it in your head, and it just protects your gains so much. Can't recommend it enough. The winter sale, cyber sale, Black Friday sale, big sale, whatever you want to call it, it is on now. Take advantage of that. Feel free to DM me for any further information on Instagram and Twitter. Cyber Monday, Black Friday, they are mostly a scam, don't get me wrong. Obviously there's going to be deals, but now I haven't doing my Amazon selling, which there is a YouTube channel out there if you wish to find me. Amazon selling now, I can tell you, when you see the graphs, you see how much things were, the trend of prices, I can tell you the majority of stuff is not a deal. And I actually seen an interesting fact. If you're buying something on Black Friday or Cyber Monday because you see something at 50% discount, but if you were never planning to buy it, you're actually 100% down. And again, that's a mindset thing. We'll get a bit of an update on how Black Friday has done. I expect everything will do fine. I still think people are maxing out credit cards. There's still some decent savings. We haven't had the big crash yet. Holiday season, I think this will bring everybody to the maximum. That's why I think we get the Santa rally. That's why I think, the last couple of weeks I've said, I think we're going to get a bit of a pivot. We're going to get a bit of a change. The dollar's coming down a bit. S&P starting to rise a bit. Look at these graphs. We've been covering these graphs for every single week for years now. You can see it's all starting to, and the bonds is starting to perform very, very well as well. Another thing that I have been investing in, TLT, 5 times leverage, put it into the Discord 3 weeks ago, up 50%. It's just following charts. It's not rocket science. Here's some of our events calendar. You can pause the video if you want to have a look at these here. Again, in the Discord, guys, I'll be sharing it, don't worry. The US labour market will be in the spotlight next week. The latest job data report due on Wednesday. Job data is strong. That will make the Fed go, maybe we can still increase interest rates. If that starts to pull that back a bit more, then that's how I'm going, okay, what we're doing is starting to work. Friday, the BLS will release its non-farm payrolls report for November. The US economy likely added 2,000 jobs on this month, decelerating from 261 position gain in October. That market the lowest payroll growth since December 2020. The unemployment rate is projected to tick higher to 3.8. So again, all of this is going in the right way of all the previous interest rate hikes. That's what the Fed want to see. I expect the home prices to continue to go down as well. We'll keep an eye on that. That's coming out on Tuesday. Latest print on inflation we've got here on an annual basis. Prices likely rose 5.9% from a year earlier, decelerating from 2.6 again in September. So again, it's all starting to be expected to go in the right direction that they want it to go. If that is the case, that will be seen as a bullish thing for the market. If it is another flip side of that, then that will obviously be a bearish sign. November auto sales is the exact same. I do expect this to be going the right way. That's what I've been saying for the last few weeks. I think we've reached that point of change. Now, what I want to show you here is why I believe we're still going to go down. I still think, you know, next year, the next 6 months or so, we can't time these things. It is going to be one hell of a gaping, and I'm going to show you my thought process here, guys. Again, telling everyone in my Discord to get on Cyber Monday sale. If you're in the UK, use a VPN. You can get it for $107, which is about £90. Brilliant deal, 13 months for £90. It works out about £6 a month. Can't recommend it enough. If you're interested as well, message me. I can get you a discount for 30% off, $30 off that as well. So it'll work out at like friggin' £50 for a year. Absolute steal. This is going to blow your mind, okay? So in a recession, it can be a bit of a mixed bag. Interest rates go up. That's obviously a good thing. Housing goes down. Loans go down. So that's what the banks really run on. So that's going to hurt them as well. Printing of money, all that stops. So there's pros to it and there's cons, but generally speaking, in a recession, in hard times, banks don't perform particularly great. Look at this. This went bullish. The last time this, I wouldn't count that. The last time this went bullish was January 22. So you're talking 11 months ago was the last time this went bullish. That's Deutsche Bank. We go to Citigroup. Looks to be pushing that level. This is all in the day chart, guys. Goldman Sachs, good night. From the bottom to the high, you would be trading this 30% up. You'd buy on that buy symbol and you ride it straight up. Wells Fargo, above the 200-day moving average, above the 200-day Morgan Stanley, above. JP Morgan is bullish, guys. It is above. Bank of America is above. Barclays is, well, it's above. It's not quite there, but it is still going that way. Even then, if you flip it even to like a Visa, it's above. MasterCard, believe it or not, it's above. And then on the flip side, then you have Credit Suisse, which is just going for an absolute disaster right now. That should hopefully show you that the banking sector is throbbing. The banking sector has gone bullish. We are back on the right side for the best part of a year where we haven't been here. It is truly mind-blowing that this is where we are now. Yes, we look like we're at the top end and things are a bit overextended, but that doesn't change the fact that these things have went bullish, and I'm going to be keeping a very, very close eye on the banking sector. Perhaps opening up a trade now wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm just going to see what way it settles. If we flip these things down to the 4-hour chart, it's just become a buy again. It looks strong. I mean, what more do you want? I work on charts above the 200. It's a bullish sign. All the bullish patterns, all the bullish stuff comes into play again. Unbelievable. So you could assume that maybe the worst is over. We have reached the bottom. Banks are starting to turn around. That was one of the things that was the last things to sort of fall off. The growth stocks we got out of them sort of October, November. We moved into banking. We did the banking sort of from November to January time. Why? Because it was bullish. We moved into these trades sort of in around of October time. We wrote it up. We made money. There was no problem. We see this falling wedge that I've drew as well. If we break out, I see a rally. We could easily go back up to these highs. There's so much things at play. It's kind of on a knife edge. I feel like we're getting very, very close to it. Are we going to confirm? Are we going to rally? Well, if whatever happens, I'm prepared for it. The charts will guide me. Not an issue with that. But what I want to talk about is what happens when the Fed pivot. And what I mean by pivot is they change their course. They've been boom, boom, relentlessly putting interest rates up. Everyone thinks once they stop, because the way it's going, talking of easing, markets are rallying, things are starting to go bullish. It looks to be that kind of way. There's a thing I always talk about in the channel. You buy the rumor, you sell the story. So we're kind of buying the rumor right now. Everyone's thinking, oh, it's going to ease retail, pumping in the money, and it's all kind of going good. What can't speak, can't lie, as I always say. Charts don't lie. This is a chart that says the Fed policy pivots in the bear market. And this is the S&P index federal funds rate. So when they change the rates, when they go, right, okay, we can ease off, 36% drop. And it went pretty damn brutal down. Fed pivoted here in the 70s. What happened? 48% drop. Pivots, and you can just see really how it all went. Interest rates went up even higher in the 80s then. Pivot, market fell 27%, and they just started lowering interest rates. Then we got the initial fall, and then we rallied. Fed pivot here. What happened? We got a 51% sell-off. Then we rallied. Then what happened? Fed pivot in 2008. What happened? We got a 58% sell-off, and then we rallied. And again, to 2020, the Fed pivot. What happened? 35% sell off. What's going to happen now? I'll let you make that decision. All I know is I am prepared for the game. I don't think we've reached it. I don't feel like we've had it. I think of all the news, I've always said it, I've been saying it for a year, all the news that's out there, all the pain, all the craziness, it's only bubbling up. We have seen the way the stock market goes. It's so slow. It predicts the future, but it is so slow at baking in news. You think it's baking in this, it's already baked it in. There's news coming, and the news that's coming is the Fed pivots. That's what's going to sink the market. I believe that they're not just stopping. They'll maybe ease off and take the foot off the gas. I think we're going to get the rally to Christmas and New Year, January, February. I can't predict it. No one can. But just bear all this in mind. Keep all of this in your mind and be prepared for this drop. I'm prepared for it. I've got my hedges. I've got my short. I'm just going to sit tight. I'm just going to sit there and watch it. Ready for it, let the charts guide me as best I can. I'll be still buying things that are going bullish, but I'll be pulling back on things that are good profit, setting stop loss, doing all the things that we've been doing, protecting your wealth. Get into the Discord if you want to know exactly when to do all this type of thing, because I'm going to be watching it carefully. We have to be very careful when this changes. It could happen very abruptly. You can see here, this is quite sharp, this drop, you know, it can happen just in the blink of an eye, and all your hard-earned gains that you might get over the next couple of months could be just gone. Tread carefully. The positive is there will be an end, and likelihood is we're going to probably get there in the next sort of 6 odd months. What that looks like in terms of a recovery, is it going to be fast, V-shape, sideways? I don't know. Personally speaking, I think it could be a bit of a sideways market. Again, another reason why I swing trade, because if it's a sideways market, it's very easy. You just get a channel, get settled in it, build your support, resistance, and then you just buy short, make money, no problem. So there's not a problem with doing that. That's my plan. Anyway, tread very, very safely. Hope you have found that one informative. That is the video. Please like, subscribe, help me grow this channel. I know a lot of people out there will start going bullish and the pump videos will come back and everyone, we're going back to the moon. That is likely to come. I'm not buying into any of that, but I will be riding the bullish wave if we get it. So there will be a transfer of wealth. I've talked about people in their 40s, 50s, 60s that aren't all on that side of things, are a bit old school. I personally think this recession is going to wipe them out, and it's going to be the new, young, modern, hip person that's on the internet that's going to survive. All talked about in this video. Catch you then. Peace.